Good evening. This is Evening Sky. I'm your host, Sky. Let's get right into it. Gas prices. Gas prices can go up to $100 a gallon. It go up to $1,000 a gallon. Why? Because it is an unfree market. We're living in an unfree market. We have always lived in an unfree market. Ever since the founding of this country, it's always been some kind of government entanglement in the marketplace. And with, President Trump, he's not a good guy, but he does good things sometimes. And he's actually right. He's saying, he's not really worried about the gas prices. We're doing the job of eliminating our enemies. We're doing the job of protecting the individual rights of American citizens. That's what I'm concerned with. That's basically what he was saying. So I definitely agree and respect him on that level. However, he still is tied to tariffs. He's still tied to made in America, made in America. He has that rallying cry. If it's made in America, then it's all good. That is complete nonsense because Americans buy the best product for the best price, not an American product because of some pseudo patriotic idealism. It's really all about getting what is good, what is great, what is well, what is awesome, and for as little money that you have to shell out as possible. But it's like the Federal Reserve, another example. Federal Reserve came out in 1913. And it has had a stranglehold on the free markets forever since. It's become a monster. It's a monstrosity. It completely denigrates the ideal of a free and stable marketplace. And that's what has to happen. We have to get the government the hell out of business. We have to get government out of the business of business. Has nothing to do with business. Leave that to the CEOs and the entrepreneurs and the inventors and the scientists and the not the legislators, the people that do legal work and stuff like that. All the people that's within the division of labor on the private sector. The government sector should only protect those who are in the private sector and who are also in the government sector as well. That's the key. That's what's so important. That's what has to be prescribed. We have to show that. We have to demonstrate that with our ability to show that it is right for the government to get the hell out of business. It's weird. We're so brain sullied, not brainwashed, because brainwashing means that you're sanitizing, you're cleaning, you're making something clean, you're sane. That's brainwashing. Brain sullying is dirtying your mind, is making it filthy, making it nasty. So I would say with the government's role as a piece of power, as the ultimate power, probably the highest power in the world. Like I said, people ask me, do you believe in a higher power? I say, of course, the United States government is the highest power. Not even a higher power, it's the highest power in all of human history. The United States government, federal government. So I just want to reiterate that government should have nothing to do with gas prices. Gas prices may be like $3 right now in some areas, $7 in other areas, $2.50 in other areas. It should all be based on the market. What the government does is distort the market. What we had almost 20 years ago in the economic turn was Freddie and Fannie, two government entities that priced mortgage rates at a distant level, that people try to buy different places and different homes and different things of that nature, and they got caught up because the government put up all these barriers up for people to actually achieve and to win, to get those loans. And it's all because of Fannie and Freddie. That's what happened. The government. It's not anything else but the government. I have 6 people in here. Why do I not have 6 likes? I need to have 6. Smash that like button. You're 6 people in here. I need 6 likes at least. So I mean, it just galls me when we talk about, oh yeah, man, the gas price is high. Trump's messing up. No, this isn't Trump's fault. This is Trump's fault. But he should not have any bearing on whatever happens within the market. Whatever happens within the market should be placed on those individuals that are functioning in the market, not the government. Government should have nothing to do with it. Have nothing to do with tariffs, nothing to do with oil, nothing to do with mortgages, nothing to do with anything related to the market. Who is this? Through the Further? Hi, Through the Further. Thank you for coming by. Make sure you tell 12,000 people about me. Now, it's very difficult to wade through these waters because it's such a horrific scene. Just to contemplate what the government actually does. It just completely makes a mess of what free markets ought to be. It's the government who did it, like Dr. Yaron Brooks said almost 20 years ago. The government did it. It's the government. Everything. We should not think about, oh man, the gas prices are so high. It's because of Trump. Trump should have nothing to do with it. Nothing at all. Can you give me a rundown? Yes, I will, Wiz. You're a loyal supporter. I'm talking about the government's role in the marketplace, how there should be a free market. The government should be... As there is a separation from church and state, there should be a separation from state and economics. And for the same reasons. That's a quote from Ayn Rand. She actually said that. That is like beneficial to our understanding, because I don't know about you, but I had a piss poor experience in education. It was so-so. It was okay. It was all right. It wasn't that great. Here we go. Robert Nazer. Yes, sir. Gonna keep on trying until I reach my highest ground. Damn right, Stevie. No matter what the government does, not even Prezi McApprentice can stop me. Thank you very much. I salute you. I appreciate your dollar, Mr. Nazer. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Chili Willie, FSC, hi. He can screw things up, but he can't bring me down. That's right. That's right. This war, we didn't have anything to do with us, right? We're helping our allies. No, this war had a lot to do with us. Let's go back to 1979. If you look at a scrapbook from Iran in 1979, prior to the Iran takeover, the regime with the Ayatollah, this is Khomeini. Khomeini, if I'm not mistaken. There's Khamenei that died, who was killed, and there's Khomeini, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But so Khomeini issued, all kinds of vicious, ugly, disgusting ideals upon his people. He killed some people. He and virtually mentally enslaved the rest of the nation of Iran. He brought in new laws that subjected women to be, lesser citizens, almost animal-like. They didn't have the right to their own minds or the right to their own property. Then the right to just wear a skirt and a shirt and a t-shirt. Like I said, just look at a scrapbook prior to 1979 in Iran. You'll see women carrying books, going to school, having skirts on, wearing, smiling and enjoying themselves. And then when the Ayatollah Khomeini came into power, all that changed. And also, a few years down the line, when Salman Rushdie, when he published his book, The Satanic Verses, there was a fatwa or an edict placed on his head for his death, and a publisher was bombed, a bookstore was bombed or something like that. Can't remember exactly what it was, but just ugly, disgusting displays of that nature. And we waited almost 50 years to do it. It was like, okay, I have Toto my research. I don't know what that means. I have Toto my research. What is Toto? You have to do. Oh, okay, yeah. Do your research. Look it up. Look up what Iran's like then and now, and the reason why we attacked and have to continue to fight and attack. And they should kill the next Ayatollah and every Ayatollah. It's like whack-a-mole. This is the whack-a-mole effect. You knock out one, they said, all right, we're gonna point his his grandson. I can't remember who's the new Ayatollah. Ayatollah. Son of Khomeini. The son of Khomeini. And he was definitely, he's definitely in line. Like I just this is the thing that I don't understand. First I didn't understand why it wasn't more strategic, more surgical. Why didn't SEAL Team 6 or 7 or Delta Force or MARSOC, Marine Special Operations Command, why didn't they go in and just off them and then off the rest of the secession, the whole line? That's military strategy for you. I don't know, but I mean, I'm not mad that he's dead. I'm glad about it. Are you? No, I'm not Jew. It's a Jew, by the way, and you capitalize Jew. No, I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. No, I don't. That was some BS. He had a gun, but apparently he didn't because they said it was ruled a homicide. But that's something different. Yeah, so it's like, what? I just don't understand some of the things. These things are way beyond my comprehension. Way beyond my comprehension. It's small hat in my Star Wars. Yeah, in Star Wars. That's one of the things I don't agree with Mr. Troy Star Train about. I don't like the small hat conversation. They all have small hats. Catholics, Christians, Muslims, and Jews. They all have small hats. And they all have big hats. It just depends. We've been fighting for millennia over different hats. Like George Carlin said. Just depending on what funny hat you're wearing, it depends on your life or death situation. Just because of the specific hat you're wearing. Kurt Wife had the gun. Okay, whoa, we're not going there. Wiz, the views represented by Wiz do not reflect those of Sky or any of his affiliates. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm not going there, sir. Not going there. You do that on your own platform. I'll watch you. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. It's not going to happen. So, I'm getting deeper into the other thing, but I wanted to make sure people really understood the government ought not. I mean, it does now. It does now as it stands. It's involved in business, which it shouldn't be. It should only protect those individuals who invest, who endeavor, who are entrepreneurial, who are job seekers. Protect their individual rights. That's it. You said it, not me. Well, you wrote it. I was just reading the statement. He gonna say you said it, not me. He trying to put the blame. He's trying to pass the buck. I see you, Wiz. I see you passing the buck. But I got 3 people in here with 3 likes. I'm not mad. I can't be mad at that. I'm not mad. But yeah. So gas prices, they should go up to $1,000 a gallon. I mean, why not? What difference does it make? I mean, it's unlikely. It's highly unlikely that should happen. LOL, Courtney coming from me. It's C. It's not a K. It's with a C. But yeah, it's not that she's coming after me. She can read the transcript to this show. But no, it just so harsh to that we are conditioned. Oh, the government's got to bail me out. The government's in economics for me. I get 2 deposits every month, but it's based on my time in the government. I get those deposits because of the fact that, as it stands, they should pay veterans and anyone else who has been has encountered or incurred some kind of hardship or some kind of disease or illness on the government's time. Now, in the future, I'm saying, with hope, rational hope, that we should have a private sector. We should have a private sector that should institute all these kinds of ideals for men and women who are injured and on the battlefield or in the office space, or and gets an illness or something like that. That should be the going rate. But right now, as it stands, I'm for the VA. I'm for the VA paying out money to me tax free. Okay, I have a deposit from the Social Security. That's pretty nice. That has one tax, as the Medicare tax, and that's what my point is. I have nothing to do with that. I can't argue. I can't go to Washington. I mean, maybe I could, but it would take a lot, and it probably wouldn't be listening. Like, I gotta get out of here, kid. I don't want Medicare. I don't need Medicare. I get my medication or drugs or in my therapy and everything like that through the VA. Why do I need Medicare? But you can't even argue it. Just like when I was working other jobs, they take out payroll tax, there's Social Security tax, there's insurance taxes. All these things commingle and make one solid weight that bears down upon the necks of individuals. Tracy from daycare. When the F my child support? Well, excuse me, where the F my child support? You steady playing on YouTube when Lil Daquan needs school shoes. That was cute. Whoever you are, Tracy, salute to you for making me laugh on a serious topic. I mean, it's pretty serious. But it's probably a guy. I'm sure that's a guy saying that. Not really a female saying that. That was a good troll. That's good trolling. That's what I like when you're creative. Tracy, you swallow. I can't take it. Y'all are making me laugh. That's funny. But that's just the reality. That's just the reality. Government ought not be in business. And not be in the business of business. Has no right, has no role to play. It is a gun. That's what the government is. It's a giant gun. And wherever it aims at should, be our enemies, our evildoers of the world, as former President George W. Bush might have put it. But, I'm just saying, I didn't vote for Trump, but I'm glad he did this thing with Iran, because Kamala wasn't going to do this. She would not have done this. She wouldn't have done it. That's a whole fact. I mean, that's not even conjecture. That is reality. Biden didn't do it. Obama didn't do it. Bush didn't do it. Clinton didn't do it. First Bush didn't do it. Reagan didn't do it. After what happened. And Jimmy Carter didn't do it. All these presidents could have dropped the bomb on Iran. Even the late great John McCain. Even the late great John McCain. Rocking power to him. Rocking power to John McCain. He said bomb, 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 Iran. Iran. He said bomb, 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 Iran. He said like that. But that's where we are. That's where we are as a people. That's where we are as, human beings in these United States of America. We should be so fortunate to be able to do that. We should be so fortunate to be able to say, there's a great amount of firepower that the government has. The Second Amendment is a weird amendment because it didn't account for what would happen later. There were muskets and, some explosive devices, and that was about it. There might have been like an underwater contraption or something, There weren't, multiple nuclear warheads. There weren't what are they called? B-2 bombers. There weren't, multiple F-35 fighter jets. There weren't a fleet of naval vessels. So it's cute when it's like, the Second Amendment is really championing the individual against the government. Against what government? The United States government? How's it going to fight the government? Try fighting the government. See what happens. See what happens if you fight the federal government. See what happens to you. You'll get blown away by a laser. They'll have some technology that you never even heard of. And you'll be dropped. So I just wanted to say, government should only government. It should govern. That's what I'm saying. I'm just playing a little cute play on words. But the government should only govern. That's it. Not take part in business transactions and ledger balances and appointments and interviews and various fiscal issues. There should be no fiscal issues. There should only be fiscal issues based on the tax code. The tax code should be only law courts, military, and the police force. That's it. No FDA, no DEA, no EPA, no NOAA, no OSHA, and a whole bunch of other alphabet soup organizations. They should all go to the wayside. They should all be cast into the dustbin of history for all time. That's the reality that we have to contend with. That's what we have to say. And it seems like we don't have too many fighters because people are not equipped. They're not. I had to sit myself down and listen, and I still don't completely understand. To be honest with you, still don't completely understand it. But Dr. Yaron Brook gave a wonderful talk on what happened during the economic downturn. It's like 6 hours long. I had to sit myself down. I have very bad attention, but I tried to sit down and listen to everything he had to say, and I just took it all in, and I just took it to a point where I could understand it on my own terms. So I see it as that. Like gas prices and mortgage rates. Why are mortgage rates going up? I don't even know what a mortgage rate is. I don't even know what gas prices is anymore. I don't drive. I get carted away with my dad. My dad drives me around. And my stepmom. So I don't know anything about mortgage rates. I don't know what the government has to do with mortgage rates. What is involved? What kind of ideals are and baked into the thoughts of mortgage lenders or anything like that? I don't know what the government plays, what role the government really plays. Did Fannie and Freddie did they dissolve? I don't even know if they dissolved. I don't even know what happened to them. What happened to Fannie Mae? Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac were replaced into government conservatorship by the Federal Housing Finance Agency, or FHFA, in September 2008, following the subprime mortgage crisis to prevent their collapse and stabilize the housing market. As of 2026, they remain under government control, generating profits for the Treasury while operating under FHFA supervision. So it's still the same. They just shifted. They just shifted whatever it was into say something else. It's really shady. It's just a shame. It really is sad. It really is sad. It's a shame. Because why? Why do we have to put up with this stuff? Why do we have to continue to put up with it? I don't understand. I would love to understand, but I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. And like I said, we're brain sullied. We're brain sullied into almost thinking. It's not even complete thinking that the government's gonna take care of us. Like we're in the Wizard of Oz or something like that. Oh, we gotta see the wizard. Oh, it's gonna be the government. The government will take care of it. The wizard will know. And this is the guy behind the curtain. Hopefully I didn't spoil it for anybody. Anybody who didn't see the Wizard of Oz, hopefully I didn't spoil it. You know? So I just am trying to figure it out myself, doing everything I can to take in the information and regurgitate out to you to see what you understand, see what you say. I respect Wiz. I respect Mr. Nacer. I respect Tracy, who's a troll. Thank you for that troll. I needed a good laugh. That was funny. That was funny. But yeah, this is just a great way of extending the idea of government getting the hell out of business. Has no purpose being in business. And people are just, oh, what about the SNAP programs? What about the WIC programs? What about the EBT? Yes, for now, they should be in line. They should be one of the last things to go. But the big things like, the Federal Reserve, that needs to go quickly. It needs to be dismantled and destroyed completely. There should be no place for the Federal Reserve. The Fed is probably one of those heinous concoctions ever to come out of the womb of the United States of America and the government. It does nothing properly. It does nothing properly. It's all based on feelings and emotion. Oh, we should have government deal with this, and we should have government deal. Government should only be the gun. That's it. No other way should it be anything else but a gun. That's the only way to see through to this. It's the fact that it's a nuclear warhead. And I think we're second in line. I think Russia has the most nuclear warheads, and the United States is second. My question there again, why aren't they dropping nuclear warheads? I mean, if we're going to drop bombs, let's drop the big bombs, Take them all out. Warn, the inhabitants and all the people that are there, go to a different city, go to a different country, because we're bombing this place. We're bombing Iran, again, with nuclear weapons. But I'm not a military strategist. I'm just a lowly lance corporal of Marines. That's all I am. I cannot, foster any ideas related to picking out what specific strategies or tactics could be involved in wartime practices. I cannot say that. Catchy Electro Music, thanks for coming back. Salute. After Hiroshima and Nagasaki, countries were deterred from using nuclear weapons. Yeah, I know. Same thing goes in the United States. The United States is an example as well. Same thing. But I just want to finish this out right now. The government should not be involved in anything but force. It is a gun. It is only something that should be used against our enemies, foreign and domestic. That's it. All right. Light story. Light story. This is light. I just saw this on allhiphop.com. Gunplay. I don't know if you even know who Gunplay is, but Gunplay was underling of Rick Ross, the boss. Maybach Music. He's salty now. He said he had to pay for his publishing up front and that he only got $25,000 for his work. He's salty at the boss, Rick Ross, who put him on, who gave him an opportunity, gave him a chance, not gonna hold his hand, but made sure that he could have an opportunity to make it in this business because it's all on you. It's all on you. I remember the stories about the Diplomats. The Diplomats at at Def Jam and Rockefeller Records, the A&Rs and stuff like that, they set up the computer systems. They set up, different things like that. Nobody told them to do that. They took the initiative. You got to take the initiative. Gunplay, you got to hustle. You got to grind. You're a known figure. You're not that, you're slight. Not a lot of people really. Gunplay? If you're in hip hop, you know who Gunplay is. Gunplay, he took it upon himself to say, Rick Ross, he said all these things. I can't even say the exact quote or anything like that, but he went along the lines of saying that Rick Ross kind of did him dirty and that he didn't do him well. But look at Rick Ross. Look at Ross. Just as a business mind, one of the best business minds in all of hip hop. He's selling soap. Okay? Literally. He's selling soap. The kind that washes your car. He has car shows. He has Bel Air, what is it? Hold on, let me make sure I know what Bel Air is. Bel Air. Is it wine or champagne? Let's see. Sparkling wine, not champagne. I think the difference between sparkling wine and champagne is where it's made. Champagne is actually made in Champagne, France. Luc Belaire is sparkling wine. It's produced in regions like Burgundy, not the Champagne region, using grapes from Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Grenache. While it's a sparkling wine, its production outside the designated Champagne region means it can't legally be called champagne. But I just said that. I learned that. I learned that before. So he's got Bel Air Bel Air sparkling wine. He's got the cars, and he's got his masters. He allegedly he has his publishing allegedly. He has a lot of records that he's produced. He's got a lot of albums. He's got what Gunplay. Why don't you just take his advice? Why don't you go down that route? That's what the same thing happened with Jay-Z. All I see is these niggas that made millionaires spilling their feelings in the air or something like that. These people they made millions, Ye made millions, Beans made millions, but he wouldn't say it because he's in his feelings or something like that. But people, you give them an opportunity. Give them an opportunity. Don't give them money like Russ. Salute to Russell Simmons. Give them a chance to prove themselves. Gunplay couldn't do it. He wasn't giving good product. Ross, on the other hand, excelled as the general, while his lieutenant or his captain, virtually starved, I guess. And he got caught up in domestic violence issues. I mean, it's just a mess. This is really messy. It's really messy. Just to realize that, you know, he has the potential and the power to govern his own life. That should be afforded to him. The possibility of making sure of what he wants to do with his life. That's the power. So I say for Gunplay, keep grinding, sir. Keep grinding. I don't want to see you fall. I want to see you shine. So keep grinding. You don't grind, you don't shine. It's that simple. I'm grinding and I'm shining. I get paid doing it sometimes. Sometimes. I get views. I get, you know, reads from my other work. Nobody told me. Nobody told me. Hey man, there's this website called Vocal.me. I just saw an advertisement 8 years ago. I mean, almost 9 years ago, I think. Yeah, going on 9 years ago. Unbelievable how time just, whew. 9 years ago, I saw advertisement for a writing company that pays you to do articles. Now, I had been able to do this previously with other companies such as Bubble WS, Hub Pages, Tryon.com. They're like, not much. They didn't do, you know, too well. But I hit pay dirt. I was in the 4 figures with Vocal and still counting more money going into my bank account. It's not perfect. Vocal's got a few issues and problems, but for the most part, it's very, very well greased engine or machine. So I definitely recommend it. Go to vocal.media, look me up, Skylar Saunders. Just search that in the search bar. Look at my stories. That's all it is stories. It costs nothing beyond, you know, a membership, which is like $110 a year. I've made close to, I want to say, $2,000 in 9 years. But what is $2,000? Oh, that's not a lot of money. Oh, it's a lot of money for what it is. For you not knowing about it, for anybody even thinking about it, even saying it, not being in TV commercials, not being in movies, not being in anything. Nobody even heard of Vocal.media. Oh, Vocal.media, what's that? Well, so that's what I'm saying with Gunplay. Take the initiative. Grind. Nobody can stop you from grinding. Unless it's yourself or somebody that wants to kill you. But nobody can, you know, legally stop you from working, from creating, making, and producing, building. It's all on you. You can't look to the boss. Oh, boss, when we gonna eat? Well, eat then, nigga. Get a pistol and feed your family, bitch ass. Like Mr. Troy Star Terrain once said. It's one of my favorite clips from him. I don't need you. That's like such a great eye-opening. Damn, that's true. Like, get a pistol and feed your family. Not literally. I mean, some people might take it literally, but I'm not taking it literally. Like, get on your grind. Shine. And stop crying because you can't put them in private school, bitch ass. Whoever. Feels like, I feel much better now. It's like therapy. Like, I remember that whole line. I remember it like clear as day. I think I heard it on the radio at first. And then it became on his website as one of the video clips. And it just resonated with me. And it should resonate with Gunplay. Get on your hustle. Hustle hard. Hustle hard. Closed mouth don't get fed on this boulevard. Even Ace Hood knew that. And where the hell is Ace Hood? I hope Ace Hood's got millions of dollars. Because I like his music. And he did like, he had a weird stretch. He had a weird stretch. I don't know if he's doing shows. I don't know what he's doing right now, but I hope he's sitting on at least 5 to 10 million. Because he made some really great songs. Really great songs. But he never was like a superstar. He was a star, but he wasn't like an all-star. He wasn't like a mega star. Same thing with Gunplay. He was a little star. He was a little star. He was kind of on his grind, kind of not really producing. He made himself out to be that. So Gunplay has to man up. Man up. Just man up. That's all you gotta do. Man up. That's all you gotta do. I mean, just grind. Shine. I like what Freeway did. Freeway was one of the best artists on Rockefeller. He didn't stop. He didn't complain. He didn't cry. He just kept on making music. He made music with Greg Gillis of Girl Talk. He made music with multiple people. So he's still getting deposits, I'm sure. And it's beautiful. And I don't think he ever badmouthed either Dame or Jay or Biggs Burke. Kareem Biggs Burke. I doubt if he ever said anything, sideways about them in any interview or anything like that. He's one of my favorite artists as well, and one of my favorite songs of all time. I have it memorized back to front. What We Do. That's that Philly. That's that Philly joint. When you hear that like, it just hypes you up. But Gunplay, I mean, it's his own fault. It's really his own fault. It's really his own fault. He had in his mind to create something that he didn't really understand he was doing. I don't think. He wanted to be a rapper, but he didn't want to put in the time and the effort and the long hours. Because that's what the thing is. Like, oh, yeah, you see people in the video. Yeah, they're waving guns. They got the masks on. I'm looking at, various videos from that. I'm just so tired of that. It's so whack and corny. And you see people just, hanging the gun up like this. And they got like 15 niggas behind them with ski masks on and stuff like that. And they're just like, holding down the nigga without a t-shirt or, with no shirt on. And they're just, wilding out. No women, no females in most of these videos. It's like, it's kind of corny. That is the reality in which we find ourselves. Gunplay being, just a could have been. He's a could have been. He's like, he could have been on Drewski's label. Could have been records. Could have been records. He had the opportunity. He had the chance. Salute to Holly. Oh my God. Hold on. Should have been prepared. I need to be prepared. Salute to you, Holly. How are you doing, darling? Hope you are well. Thank you for reading my stories. Thank you for supporting me. You're like my lead. You're like my cheerleader. Tracy from daycare. I don't even know. I really don't know. But I'm glad you read that. It made me have a laugh. Made me have a laugh because I didn't know what the hell that was from. Yes, better stop. Exactly. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. That's just Tracy from daycare. I don't even know who that. I have no recollection of who that person is, what they're doing with their life, and I don't care Cause I'm on that Michael Jackson stuff. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl. Actually, I don't even know who, Tracy was, so it's not even somebody I even was a lover of. Um, and saying, but the point is, the kid is not my son. So I'm like rocking power to Michael Jackson. The kid is not my son. So, but let me get this right. Let me get this out right now. Subscribe to Z Therapy, Holly Currenti, on YouTube for all your Zumba needs. Move and groove to the rhythms and tell family and friends to join in too. Tell her Silly Sky sent you. She's gonna catch some hands. I appreciate that, Holly. Salute to you, Holly. Salute to you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Salute to all your endeavors and everything like that. I want you to be. We were like neck and neck. I pulled away from Holly, cause she had more subscribers than I had, and I was like, nah, I can't let that happen. It's just like rivalry. She's up there though. She's in the 900s and almost at 1,000, I think, something like that. But I pulled away from her. So I'm letting you guys know. Go to Z Therapy Holly Currenti. Subscribe. You've done well, yes. It's a short time. And in a short time, yes, I appreciate that. That's because of people like you, Holly. I thank you very much. Respect and salute. So I appreciate it. I'm just trying to get, more people following me. This is the thing. Just grind. Like Gunplay. I don't understand. How familiar are you with Gunplay, Holly? Have you ever heard of Gunplay? Have you heard his music? Are you familiar with MMG? Besides Rick Ross? Oh. Maybach music. So, yeah, so, I mean, it just baffles me when you have different rap artists, especially that say, the boss didn't hold me down when it came time for Gunplay, crickets. Like, when it came time for Gunplay, it's like it's time for Gunplay. Why don't you get on your grind? Why don't you start doing something that's beyond the representation? Cameron, like I said, with the Diplomats, he's one of the best entrepreneurs ever. He didn't say, you know what, and then I got, a few million from Rockefeller, Def Jam. I had, the biggest song in Def Jam history with Oh Boy for a moment. It was the most played rap song from Def Jam ever. And he just took it. He's just like, man, I'm gonna just keep doing it. I'm gonna be on my grind. I'm still gonna put out albums. I'm still gonna make movies. I'm still gonna do, get my hustle on. He has pink horsepower. He has, which made him at least $10 million as far as I know. He's on it. It is what it is. He's on Flea. He's got a deal. I think he had a Reebok deal. Didn't he have a sneaker deal? Cameron sneaker deal. Who was that with? Hold on. Reebok. He had a deal with Reebok. And maybe, what is that? Yeah, Reebok. Yeah, Reebok Cameron sneakers. So I mean, come on. There's no excuse. There's no excuse whatsoever. There's no excuse at all. At all. There's no excuse whatsoever. That Gunplay should be feeling some type way. They should be ho hum. Oh, look at me, how glum I am, and I could have been something. I could have been a contender, but I'm just a bum, or like that's the way Gunplay is like playing himself. He's playing himself instead of stepping up, instead of being somebody that is basically a gentleman and a great scholar and a wonderful rapper, he chose the other path. I don't know why. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know why he chose the path of being in the line of people that make up stories allegedly, that lie on the boss allegedly, saying he had issues. It says rapper Gunplay says Rick Ross and Def Jam played with his career. Now, how's the next man, your boss, gonna play with your own career? You do what you do with your career. That's the whole point. That's the whole ideal. That's the whole ideal. You have to have some kind of sensibility to be a force in a very crowded medium. Rap. There are tens of thousands of rappers. For every one megastar you can name, like Jay-Z, Ye, Eminem, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, there's 10,000 other rappers around the world that would love to be in their shoes. Those are only the top of the top, the cream of the crop. So I would just, reiterate that, Gunplay had to have dropped the ball somewhere on his own time. Not the boss, not Rick Ross, not the general. He was a lieutenant, he was a captain in Maybach Music Group. I don't even know what happened to MMG. I don't know what happened to, I think I have a little bit of an understanding. Meek Mill, I think he went to Rock Nation, if I'm not mistaken. He went and Wale, I don't even know if he's on the label anymore. So I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. So is he on Maybach Music still? Falarin. What is Falarin? 2021 was his last one with Maybach Music. Everything is a lot. What album is this? Everything is a lot on Def Jam. Debut project under Def Jam found his departure from Maybach Music Group. So the boss just stands by himself. He's the bad guy. He's the guy you don't want to be. You don't want any mess with him. Holly says, they say the album name in Lil Butt, so what? WizKid. Male, you meant to say Wale. I know what you mean. Wale left MMG. Yeah, I just realized that. I think it starts with an L, or is it an I? I can't tell. Alone, yeah. Salute, Wiz. Salute to Holly. Make sure you check out her Zumba page. Wiz, make sure you check out her Zumba. I don't know where Bumba is. Bumba's usually in here. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he's skiing down the slopes. No, allegedly. Don't have me out here accusing people of doing all sorts of things. Oh, F. Okay. Yeah, Falarin. I think if that's what you're talking about, Falarin 2. That came out going on 4 years ago. Gunplay said Rick Ross didn't give him the budget. See, that's what I don't understand. Even if Rick Ross did not give him the budget, You work with what you got. Be like a American Negro. Take the worst thing, make it to the best thing. You didn't get a budget? All right, so I'm gonna hustle up my own stuff on the side, put it into the music, put it into recording studio, put it into times allotted for creating new music, and just go on from there. I don't understand. Yes, that's it. Holly's very to the point. That's it. Gunplay is an idiot. Holly, did you just do research on Gunplay, or did you know who Gunplay was? Because not a lot of people. It's okay. He's not really like a superstar rapper, so I understand if you don't know who Gunplay was. I can't. To be honest with you, I did research for the story. I didn't research his albums. I don't know any of his songs. Okay. Distributed by Gamma. Gamma's got a weird situation. They're trying to do Ye stuff. It's crazy. Let me see. And he's still on the label. He's still on the label. Let me see one of his songs. Okay. I'm a Cartoon and Cereal with Kendrick Lamar. A track with Big Sean and another produced by Pharrell Williams titled Steel Drums. He has a swastika tattoo. That's not good news. I mean, technically it is because the swastika, depending on how it's made, in what direction it points is what makes sense. So that's the reality. Okay, got you, Holly. I understand. He had a song with Kendrick. Yes, I agree with Holly, but he had a few good songs. He was on the Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay, no, you watched him. I got you. Okay, good to go. That's right up Holly's alley. Holly loves the reality shows. I can't stand reality shows. I love scripted television. I'm a writer, so I love television that's scripted. Not just because they're all scripted. The Love and Hip Hop, shows, Survivor, every reality TV show has a script, but it's based on points. It's based on an outline. But they just let them say whatever the hell they want. They can talk all they want, but it's still technically scripted. It's fire. Falarin is fire. I gotta check it out. I only get stuff what's on my radar. They've never come to Delaware, as far as I understand. Big Sean's coming to Delaware. J. Cole's coming to Delaware. Ye's come to Delaware. Playboy Cardi's come to Delaware. So Holly's like, I love and hip hop. Okay, see, that's what I like. I respect that. I can respect that. I can't stand it, but I respect Holly's choice. That's the truth. But so it just takes on whoever you want to be. But like I want to say, final thoughts on Gunplay. Terrible businessman. Decent rapper. Needs to get his priorities in order. Maybe then he can achieve greatness, excellence, and have some kind of semblance of idea for being a man of his word. I'd like to thank everybody that came through. Mr. Nacer came through. Robert Nacer came through. Of course, Wiz, Holly, Tracy, if you're still out there, thank you for making me get a good laugh. I appreciate that. And I should see all of you some other time, some other same place, same time, hopefully tomorrow. And I thank you very much for tuning in. Take care.